And the horns go up to Bruce Lim, coming in with a band called Precious Death. Now that logo is extremely old. But it says that the song we are doing here today, Red Moon Rising, is a latest single. And so I'm thinking this band used to be a band way back in the day, like say 1994-ish, and they have reunited in some form or fashion, and they've released a new single. We're going to learn about this band, and then we're going to get into that. See, that's what we do here. We learn about the band Precious Death, and then we listen to the song. So I'd like to ask you to join me on that journey now. Precious Death, they got 790 monthly listeners to the Spotify account. Top 5 jams, there's one called Southpaw, and that's the boxing. When you stand back there and you say, give it a chop. You can shuffle your feet in different ways. Someone can explain that to me down below. Someone's going to say, he got all of that wrong about Southpaw, so don't listen to anything he said. Got a second slot, you got a song called Hello, that's got 17,000. The song we're doing here today, Red Moon Rising, and aren't you going to be a lucky person, because you're going to be the 3,535th person to hear this tune, according to Spotify. In the fourth slot, you got You Can't Break Me, and You Can't. And number 5, Tell Me Something I Don't Know. Is that what it is? I'll go down to the album here. Tell Me Something I Don't Know. That's in the 5th slot there. Look into albums and see what they've put out. It looks as though they put out Our Stinkin' Demo, but that says 2021, but you've got an album here that says If You Must, and that's 1994. Then you got an album that decades and decades later, in 2021, comes Southpaw. And then in 2025, some 3 years later, Red Moon Rising, the song we are doing here today. Look into the related artists for this band. If you like Precious Death, if you love the song that we're doing here, maybe you'll be into these bands. Final Acts, The Organization, whom is Death Angel when they broke up in like 1991. And just this last week, we did Free Burning from The Organization. You got Jesus Freaks, Engine, Galactic Cowboys. We've done them quite a bit. Atomic Opera, Nailed, Thrust, Die Happy. There's a Christian metal thrash band, and I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they're probably one of my more favorites. Bride. We just did Bride. Everybody knows my name. This week. Dig Hey Zeus. So it's dig, the word dig, and then hay, like look at that big haystack over there, and then Zeus, Z-U-U-S-E. Is that like Sofa King? You know, Sofa King tired? Something. Wish for Eden is the final one there. Get into the bio ever so quickly, and then we'll get into it. And see, you've got an old-timey image. This looks like some kind of early 80s kind of an image. And it's them on stage rocking out. And I'm saying, oh my heavens, that is some sweet rocking. Precious Death came together in 1990-91 in Los Angeles, California. After killing the local music scene, Precious Death recorded Our Stinkin' Demo. Then their award-winning Southpaw followed up by If You Must. So all of the years are goofed on all that shit. In 1994, to great acclaim. So If You Must came out to great acclaim in 1994. A real touring band. Fans all over the United States and the world love the massive heavy metal guitars and soaring vocals. Here for the first time, enjoy the intricate progressive arrangements and brutal rhythm section on Spotify. So they tailored that bio for Spotify. It is that time. The hot new single from Precious Death, Red Moon Rising for Bruce. That is the earbud. It's what I put in my ear every damn day. I've shoved that in there my entire life. I can tell you that. I've had an earbud in my damn ears my entire life. Red Moon Rising. Here we go.
Rising on with my red right hand, coming on the clouds like a son of land.
You got some soulful singing there. Buzz is dead. Drums are really sitting on top of everything. Ain't no way to begin again. Always a way to begin again. Wow, these guys are taking you all over the genre to try to tell it. Hear that bass? Is a deadhead walking like the son of man? Got a good soulful voice. These guys like chunking up the riffs and stuff. Here you go, boys. Very frantic. There's a lot of bits and pieces in there. I'd like them to ride them riffs a little longer, but I'm not impressed with that. That's nice. You ride this, baby. Here they come in. It's a nice pickup. They got a hell of a lot of good riffs in here. I just think that they should ride them a little longer. Pick a few out, save it for another kick-ass tune. They know what they're doing. Fade out. Drums are right on top of it. Under. Got it right. No. A lot of pinches, a lot of stops, a lot of pausing. Five seconds left. Stop it on a dime. Almost a stop it on a dime. I like a little more cut than that. This is pretty. What's that? Southpaw. That was a pretty tasty jam. I would say that they had a lot of, it was very busy. It was a very busy tune, and those drums were extremely loud on top of those things. I could feel the little hairs that are in there, you know, the ones you can't get out of your ears. I could feel them kind of shaking every time you did that bass drum. And I try to get them all out. I do, but sometimes they just don't want it. Sometimes you got a couple stubborn ones in there. But what say you? Most important part of my videos is where you get in the comments and tell me exactly what you think of Precious Death. You could say, Shane, you don't know a damn thing in which you speak. And that's, a lot of people probably say that in the back of their minds, is you don't know what you're doing, but it's my YouTube channel. I do whatever the fuck I want. So you get down there and tell me exactly what you think. Good, great, fantastic. Yes, Shane, I'm a huge fan of Precious Death. Allow me to give you the history of this band because it does seem a bit confusing from that Spotify. So I'm going to set you straight on all of that. I do believe them to be a Christian metal band, so this week has probably got 1 or 2, 3 first listens in it that's that way. But when I see Die Happy and Bride and all that, I go, yep, we're into Christian metal town and Precious Death. But get down there and tell me all that. What was it like the very first time you bought one of the records? Or you saw them live? Or do they have any videos to check out? Let's get all the information that we can about this band down there in the comments below so I can read it very easily. I like to do that. Or you say, good, or not good, not great. It was just not my cup of tea, Shane. It was a perfectly beefy rock and roll tune, groovy, soulful voice there, belting it out. But it was just not for me. It didn't hit me in the correct places that I needed to be tickled. So I didn't want this. I don't need it. Never going to listen to it again. All of that can be put in the comments below, don't you know? If you got a request, I'd love to do it. Hit them links. Give me lots of money. That's what those links are there for. You give me money, and while you're giving me that money as a donation, you say, Shane, thank you for your years of service to the music that I love. And I'd love to give you this. And by the way, could you do this for me? And I say, yes. Or you can put it in the comments. If you put it in the comments, I got to see it, like it, and we haven't done it on the channel yet. If those 3 apply, I'll hit it with a heart and tell you I'm going to do your request for you. Then you just chill out. Because that goes into a folder where if you paid for requests, they're coming faster. Some still say it ain't fast enough for me. But they come first, and then the commented ones, I swish them in there wherever the paid aren't. If that makes any sense to you. I'm just a humble man trying to get by. A little bread and butter, sir. Could you put a little something in me pay bucket, sir? Could you put a little something in me pay bucket, sir? You know, just a little guy trying to get by. That's all I am. All right, we're getting out of here now. That was very, very fine job there, Bruce. I'm very happy for you, and I think you've done a fine thing here. So there's your thumbs. I'll give those to you. I will allow you to have those. And we're getting out. Precious Death.